Hi everybody, welcome back to Life in the Woods Renaissance with me, Sid, and I promised you an extra episode this week, and because yesterday's episode, that being Sunday, really covered the ground that we covered previously. We obviously relocated, rebuilt the house, so we kind of didn't get an episode per se. I decided to take a break from Agrarian Skies this Monday, and we're going to do another Life in the Woods. So we've got the shaders on at the moment again. Not a huge amount of change around here. I have filled in this cave. I've been in, dug out all the iron out of it, filled it in. This, I'm not sure whether to keep this or not. I may do something with it. So at the moment it's staying. The experiment continues. Definitely the ones in the ground are growing slightly faster than the ones in the pots. There you go. A plant in the pot is worth two in the ground, or something like that. In terms of the house, we've got to a point now where much of this the ground floor is kind of laid out. We've got no glass in at the moment. It's not obviously illuminated. A cricket just committed suicide off of the roof. And we can get up here, and we've obviously got the space going on around here, looking out to sea. So we've got, you know, beautiful surroundings, all very nice. I'm not going to stay in shaders, so don't worry. It is obviously performance is impacted. We can come straight down onto the beach, get ourselves settled out here. We may get a bit of carpet. I might kind of terraform this beach a little bit out around this way a bit as well. What else? Well, that really is is it at the moment. We've just been getting on and getting the stuff done. Now, the second story of this house, I've decided I'm going to stick with the blue schist all the way up on this one. So yeah, we're going to have, this is going to continue up, and then we're going to have another floor of blue schist. I really should pick a stone that I can name, because that would make, or pronounce at least, because that would make a lot of sense. And I'm only going to go for 2 stories, whereas normally I would sometimes, you know, build into the roof space. I think I'm going to leave the roof space empty this time round. The roof void, if you want a different word for it. So this is going to be 2 stories. I'm not going to get too fancy with the 3-dimensionality on this. I may see if there's anything else we can make it a mossy stone brick. We can make those. Don't know whether don't think we can do anything with a chisel on those, which is a shame, but you know. Oh, bloody hell. We've got a whale. Reverse turn around whale. You can't swim. It's a famous land whale. I cannot believe that there's a whale there trying to swim directly into the sea, into the land, I should say. But there you go. Anyway, so I'm going to just try and get this next floor laid out. Again, lighting wise, nothing has been decided or cast in tablets of stone. I'm going to have to look at that whale to go away and get out of shaders as well, because clearly, you know, this is taking its toll performance wise, which is about what you'd expect, really. Yeah, and then what I want to do is I want to get my first field in. My first field is going to be, let me just show you. See where that's going to be my stairs up, and then I'm going to have a field around on that bit of land there, maybe another one over there. We're going to be using this technique for large scale croppage, so large, you know, amounts of wheat, what else? Wheat and stuff. Wheat, potatoes, carrots, outside ones, and yeah, try and get some basics going. But sun's going down. We've still got a whale sat there, so I'm going to go and sleep the night off, and I will see you once we're ready to move on to the next. I haven't actually done anything. I just wanted to come and actually have a look at this whale. I think he's singing. He's singing to us. I don't want to attack him because I've got no idea where the whales. I mean, he's got 50 50 hit points. But how do I get him? Come away, whale. Oh, he's singing. Oh dear. Anyways, I'm going to continue onwards. I just wanted to come back for the singing whale. So, alright, I've not got as far as there's still more to do up there, but I wanted to continue on with this section here. More. Let me just get you wrapped around like that. I'll take you out there, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, a little bit of spare dirt there, so you can go in there, and so on and so forth. Need a bit more dirt. So for the paths around the farm, I think we're going to kind of go with the good old tried and tested chiseled dirt. We know it works. We can dig out most of this stuff and replace that in with this. This can come in here. I'll grab some of that out, and that out, and that out for now. And we can just leave the odd bit of grass in there, but not too much. And then we can get the old chiseled dirt going, which, as I say, really does work very well for this kind of thing. So, you know, got what we got. Get a bit of this going, bonk, bonk, bonk in there, so it's all trodden down. A little bit of it going up here, and a bit more, and then you can obviously change that over to something else, say dirt layers. Black some of that in. Unfortunately, we don't have Silk Touch, so there's no option at the moment to stick any grass blocks into this, and you can see there are some glitches here. Let's just go for dirt brick. So that gives us, oh, hang on, turn this back. I don't want any of this stone exposed. Did I not take you out? Okay, and that can obviously just grow grass as usual. And then up here, this is where I was thinking we'd have field number 1. So if you imagine we come up here and we've kind of got a little lane coming along here, and then we're going to go maybe here. We need what, maybe 2 wide there. Yeah, 3 wide, I think. Oops. But then we can kind of come back over here. We'll have a wall go around here. No, maybe not quite that far. We'll just bring this round, and again, wherever I'm not sure, we can always. The thing with dirt is it's dirt. You know, it's not overly difficult to control. Now I'm deliberately coming up to this edge here because what I want to do is, where are we? Let's kind of come in here a little bit, and then head this way like that. So we end up with a field which is going to drop in at this point here, and we'll use some stone brick walls just to separate it. It's not necessary because of course it can't be trampled, but I think it will look nicer. And if we can get 2 or 3 of these fields going with the core staple crops in, then we should be sitting pretty, I think. Yeah, that's not a bad little size. It's just a small wheat field. Well, it'll be slightly bigger than that once we finish. But let us go and sleep quickly. Dan bamboo will obviously not be there ultimately. That's going to move as well. Let's go and have a look how this works then. So I've got some garden soil. I've got another 64 compost. We've obviously got compost going in all of these as well. And that's on its next growth. And look, you see, we've got our first ripe crop on 2 wheat. That's actually 2 bread. You shouldn't. Under normal Minecraft conditions, that wouldn't be overly brilliant, but of course, we're not in normal Minecraft. We are in Life in the Woods, and Life in the Woods uses Pam's Harvest Craft, and Pam's Harvest Craft actually makes a lot more use out of the wheat than normal Minecraft does. So there you go. We'll get this in here, and the nice thing with doing this is you always have the dirt to work with. The compost is if anywhere your bottleneck, which is why I've got 4 composters and 4 rows of that going. But what I wanted to do was here. Was something maybe like that, and bring the field up a level, because again, we don't need to be flat. We're not playing with the normal rules that way you have to have your field stays flat, and you know, for hydration purposes we can do this all day long and the world will be good and happy. And whilst, you know, one crop ripening over there wasn't brilliant, once you've got this many going, then it should be a lot easier to maintain a certain amount of food levels. Now the other thing, of course, we are going to need sooner rather than later, and I am probably going to have to replace those with, just for my own sanity really. Damn it, I'm a bit out of garden dirt though. Okay, it's not a problem. Not a problem, we've got plenty of that. Let us just get a pot roast for now. And as we move through, we're going to have better and better quality food. It's just the way this pack and Pam's Harvest Craft kind of works. You know, sometimes you just have... I only need a couple, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, you end up with more and more. We'll get some tree farms going, some scenery. I'm thinking maybe some windmill at some point would look nice around here. And obviously at the same time we can also go exploring around the place as well. There's a lot of things to see. So obviously in our interests really to mix it up. Sometimes we'll do farming, sometimes we're doing building, and other times we'll be doing exploring. But armed with that lot, we should be good. In the seed bag, we haven't got a huge amount. Mind you, we've got some more down there we can go and pick up. But as these grow, we will be able to do more and get more of these seeds anyway. So I think off the top of my head, can we? Yeah, we can. We can convert the wheat into seeds as well. So not really a problem, just a matter of time. And the wife's hoovering at the moment. When she's not singing, she's hoovering. I don't want to dig these ones. It's going to take you because you're 57%. You can come out. You are 50. You're lower. These ones, apart from that, which is in fact none of these particularly high. So we'll grab those lot just while we're at it, and we'll hunt around, just make sure we've not left any more seeds floating. Oh yeah, 52 there. And then we've got that as well, so we'll have plenty. Anyway, I'm going to just get these planted. I'll get some cobblestone walls put up around this area, and I will see you in a little while. Alright, I'm at the first field in. I've actually dropped this down. I'm going to I'll put them back, damn it. But this is growing, as you can see, obviously with the larger crop base about the area, this is growing much faster now. The crickets can't, or at least I don't think they can jump in, but it doesn't matter whether they can or not. They can't actually do anything once they're in here because they can't trample the crops, which is what it's all about. I mean, look, I can jump around on these all day long. So what I thought we would do, we're going to just use a tiny bit of bone meal. Not a lot, but enough. Oh damn, didn't really want you to be that low down though, but yeah, no, I don't want you to be that low down. I was kind of hoping you would be a slightly taller tree then, my friend. So that's one field. We're going to do several of these. Obviously, we're going to, as I say, we're going to have some glass houses. Well, I don't think they're going to be glass houses. I'm not going to have roofs on because I think the glass may interfere with the thing. I also got some more berry bushes. So blueberry bushes are over the other side. So yeah, we've not quite ripe there, but you know, they'll keep us going for a while. It's a pinch. And this stuff is just bloody brilliant. Enough said. I mean, especially I've even got the harvesting trick down, I think, for this now as well. Just basically beat 9 bales of crap out of it and then walk up and down the rows and pick it all up. How hard can it get? So there's so many things in this pack I want to play with. There's fish traps, there's animal traps we want to get putting down. There's that one's full. There is just so much. Was that one full? That one's full also. Cool. That one's almost full. You can have the bulk of this. Let's go and see how that thing's going. So I want to try, I'm trying for a rambling farm. If you know, if there's such a thing, something archetypal, without being too cliched. And when I say too cliched, you know, obviously I mean, let me just take you out a second. If I put in just a couple of these, let's go for a couple of dirt. Will that force me a taller tree, do you think? Problem is I haven't got much bone meal, have I? Ah, damn it. Or, I happen to know something that has a bone meal-like effect in my inventory if we get desperate. We'll try the bone meal. Bing! Didn't work. This stuff, compost, has a bone meal-like effect. So, should you ever be in the need of bone meal, does a bone meal your stuff? There's your answer. Looks a bit weird there. It's alright. Okay, so that gives that a little bit of character there. We'll maybe stick another one. I am thinking maybe say here. And then again, bone. Oh, wow. We've got a little baby one. Cool. Didn't think that would have worked, but there you go. This is from garden trees. You get the baby trees. So starting to come together. So right, let me continue. I'm going to check how long I've been going for one, and I'm also going to grab a whole load more dirt for two. What we got? We need more rock of some description. I need to do some mining actually. I really haven't got a lot of bog standard. You know, we've got some blue schist cobblestone, which we are going to need up there. But I do desperately need to do some mining and resource gathering. As always, these are the things that always crop up and you know, get in the way. So to some degree or another. So I am thinking here. If we have, oh, I haven't got, I need a shovel. I have a little potato field up there, maybe, because we can have another road going up there. It's, you know, we're not restricted to one path. We can have multiple paths coming off away from the farmhouse building. Yeah, let me get that together, and I'll be back. All right, little quick progress update, progress report thingy, hoofer doofer. So still haven't put the path in, but I've got gates on these now. Growing. What more can you say? It is growing. Potatoes are in, and they are growing. So again, they favour plains and plains and forest. There's not a huge amount of point in torching up. Yeah, I'm just torching these like entrances. Not a huge amount of point in torching the area up because they don't react to torchlight in this pack. I've also realised why my I was just fertily through my configs, and the reason my crop growth is so slow is I set myself to hungry. When you start, you can play basic and hungry, and I think that's because, well, that's what I've done. I've gone for hungry, which is fine. You know, I can cope with hungry. Well, I can't personally cope with hungry. I go absolutely start raving mad. I've just realised we've got a few trees that we picked up on our travels, and I thought this one might look nice right up the. Maybe not actually. Where I don't know where this, even how big this tree is. So let us just try, say, over here. Now this is a, what was it again? Asmus probably. Oh, okay. I didn't really want the little version of you, but can I check out? If I chop you down, are you going to give me? Oh, please give me a sapling. Please, please, please. I don't want to have wasted that needlessly. You're not going to give me a sapling. Good sapling. Right. It appears that if you try and use this on them to start off with, that you get the baby ones, and I don't want the baby one. I want the big one of this, but it looks pretty. Looks like a pretty tree. Maybe I shouldn't have slept actually, and then we could have got some skelly if we've some bone meal, and yeah, that probably would have been a sensible thing to do. Let's just have a peek while I'm between things. I want to have a look at trap. So there is a fish trap and an animal trap. Now the fish trap is a fishing rod, sticks, chest and string. Trapdoor, sticks, chest and string. And you've got fish trap bait, which is any of those with some string gives you 8. So we need to get string going. Now let's have a look. Start off with what we got in the way of a string. So I've got 5 string there. Now we got these kapok tufts. We got those because when I went over that way, I noticed there was a dragon fruit tree, which I promptly got. Now these we can actually use, and we can use those to make, I believe we should, there we go, if we combine it with the jungle sapling we will get dragon fruit. It's not going to grow particularly well out here, but because we're not in a jungle anymore, or swamp, they're over there, but there you go. So we got these. Now the kapok tufts, we can make wool or string with those. So that's 2 quick string. Now we've also got this cotton, and while we're on the subject, let's talk about gardens, because obviously if you're playing this, you are going to be wanting to sort out your food fairly urgently, and there are a number of Pam's Harvestcraft gardens. These were added to replace the that's a garden, that's a garden, that's a garden, and that's a garden. I think that's all the gardens. Let's have a look. Oh, there's the, yeah, that's going to be a pain, isn't it? You can't really got all the garden stuff, can we see? So you've got if we get past the gardens, we should be able to see you've got a berry garden, we've got a desert garden, grass garden, gourd, ground, herb, leafy, mushroom, stalk. I don't think I've got any leafy gardens actually. Textile garden, tropical garden, and then you get the water garden, which we've seen. So normally what you would do with these, as we've seen before, is you would you'd find that sat there and you just right click it to pick up and you've got the garden, it's in your inventory. But if you wanted to break it, you break it, it will break into multiple things. So curry leaf and pineapple, for example. We are almost certainly going to want a chest or some two here for this one. So yeah, these are your source of food, and the reason I'm doing this is because I've just literally watched Good have a go at Life in the Woods Renaissance. Yeah, he doesn't understand the food mechanics, shall we say. So yeah, blueberry, we've got raspberry, strawberry, what else do we get? Blackberry. Candleberries you can't eat, but they do have a purpose. And there was something else over there. I think that looks like a grape, is it? Yeah, grape. So your stalk garden, what do we get with the stalk garden? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, all of these basically. A whole load of stuff. You've got your tomatoes, you've got soya beans, which are... Oi, Mr. Creepy. Soya beans, you've got beans, we've got okra, we've got peas, we have got bell peppers. Anything I'm missing there? Nope. Except for these, of course. We've got eggplants and chilies, I think. If I was going to say chili, yep. Recognise me pans, you see. Eggplant. Now, your mushroom gardens, these are usually fairly straightforward. They're going to give you your white mushrooms, they're going to give you your red mushrooms, they're going to give you your brown mushrooms. If you want either of these, don't forget, and you get giant, if you get like a dark oak forest or whatever, don't forget the big giant ones actually do drop those as well. Nope, let me just eat another one. How are you doing? These, keep your eyes open for any of these plant mega pack berry bushes, because they're pretty good too. Obviously that we can grab while we're here. Yeah, it's just a matter really of constantly keeping your eye on the ball. Okay, herb garden, and well, that's going to give you a whole load of herbs. Now these gardens were introduced into Pam's, so edible root. What else did we get? Spiced leaf, mustard, tea, ginger, coffee, celery, anything else? Garlic. Let's get the gourd garden. These were introduced because originally in Pam's Harvest Craft, what you've got is these all grew naturally in the wild as plants, and as you can imagine, they were very busy. There was a lot of complaints about the sheer amount of things. What do we have? The cucumber, zucchini, winter squash, cantaloupe. Then you've got your ground garden. Ground garden is your root veg, basically. So what you should expect to find in here: rutabaga, turnip, rhubarbs, carrots, sweet potato, peanuts, probably potatoes, possibly, I can't remember on that one. The grass garden is your wheats and stuff, so you've got your edible bamboo shoot. Oops, that's not an edible bamboo shoot. Oats, you'll probably find rice and stuff in there. Your desert garden, now for that we're going to, what did I pick up just then? Oh, we've got a turnip. For the desert garden, we're just going to need to borrow some sand. You plant this on sand. At the moment, it only does one thing, and that is these cacti fruit. So yeah, not the greatest of things to go for. But you can see by collecting these, you're going to get a lot of... Didn't I pick up a turnip there? There we go, turnips. Got those things. Now, oh, we got some asparagus from one of those as well. The last thing is your textile garden. Now, your textile garden is an interesting one. And you're going to want to get these. You're going to want to get as many of these as you can lay your greasy little mitts on. If you don't have greasy mitts, apologies. Again, this doesn't give you anything other than one crop. But the crop it gives you is this stuff here, cotton. Now, you're going to want to get cotton seeds, and you're going to want to get those going sooner rather than later. So I'm going to keep about half of those and stick those in my seed bag, because I'm going to want a decent cotton field. But the rest of this, well, the rest of this you can, if I remember rightly, it's crossed like that. There's your string, bang, 33. We're sorted for string now. We don't have to worry about string again. So now we can go and grab 2 chests, some sticks, sticky sticks or wood, whichever, I'm easy. We need a trapdoor, was one of them, wasn't it? There we go, and then the rest is sticks, I believe. So let us have a look at these traps for starters. Trap. Fish trap. Fish trap is fishing rod, sticks. Okay, so we need a fishing rod. Oops. Don't know what's happening in my crafting skills. They've just gone through the floor. I mean, they were never that hot to begin with, but there you go. Fish trap. And you could have more than one of these. I'm just going to do with one of each for the time being. I may do 2 animal traps actually, because that could be beneficial later down the line. Let me do that, and that. So your fish trap, your fish bait is string and fishy things, and it's night time. Better sleep. We'll move out the cave eventually as well. I've got some more schist cooking. These berries are actually turning out pretty good. They're keeping me going while I'm just working around the house without having to do a lot of cooking, which is handy. And I'm probably going way over again as per, but yeah, what are you going to do? Apart from just stop. Right, so these fish things. Now, obviously you do need fish to start off with, but if you were to say, I want my frog, bit of raw crab, I don't want to use that turtle, it's too cute. What we got there, 246. 246, there's me frog, that. I don't know. Green heartfish will have the cranberry, no. Any more fishy stuff? Underground shell fossil. I think. Oh, we've got some pot roast there. We'll keep all of that. Any more fishy fish stuff? Yes. Crawfish. Or crayfish even. I think that is probably it. So we can do these with that. No? Why? Interesting. Why are you not liking my fish? You like that? That was happy enough with that one. What about if I do that, for example? You don't like the crabs by the looks of it, if you'll pardon the expression. He's been finicky about what shellfish it will take. It doesn't like those by the looks of it. You don't want me frog. You're not having the turtle. I'm keeping the turtle. Turtle's mine. Alright, let's start off. Now, what was the other bait? I think it was just this stuff, wasn't it? Grain bait, veggie bait, fruit bait, and fish trap bait. Grain bait is just bait, is wheat and string, so we can go in here. We'll grab some of that. Grab some of that going on, do a bit of that, bam, there's 40 of that. That's that lot sorted, and we'll pop you away. Right, so fish trap, let's go and pop that in. Now this is obviously needs more things. Where shall we put it? Outside the front of the house? It would seem to make more sense, wouldn't it, if we were to place that, say, whale's gone. If we were to place that, I don't know, say there, and stick the bait in there, then that should do its thing. And now this one, I want to do, let's do these over into the woods. Just so, you know, I don't know whether it affects how close the proximity they have to the player, but what we'll do is we'll stick you there. Now apparently these need to be flush with the ground, which is why we've done that, and we're going to stick half in there, half in there, leave those to it. I'm going to continue on with my schist. I'll probably get some sand actually as well, so we can work on the get the windows done. Check how long we've been recording. We'll come back in a little while once I've got. What I would like to do is have doors, windows, and if not the roof, at least a ceiling on this level, just so we can start living in this space. But to do that we need to obviously grab more of this, we need to cook glass, we need to do a few bits and pieces, so I'll be back. Alright, we are getting close towards the end. I need to do a roof. I'm still deciding on the roofing material. There are one or two little things. Well, it is raining. I'm just like there. What's that noise? It's actually chucking it down outside. Yay! Rain for the win. Okay, we need dark oak. Now, one of the things, there are window boxes in the garden containers, which is just a flower pot and some of the logs. Now, I believe somewhere I may have a singular flower pot, possibly in one of these. I don't know. Here we go. Yes, let's just try that for starters. With this, these are pretty cheap, so let us come over here to, say, this window here and pop that straight away. That has given us something worthwhile looking at. We have probably not the best plants to stick in there. We want something pretty to look out of our window at, so let's just wander over this way. Now I did spot far over here there was some interesting flowers, shall we say. Interesting flowers. But they're a bit further away than I would have liked. Actually, I should have grabbed them when I saw them. Down. Well, there's these for starters. These look interesting. These were not the interesting ones I saw. The interesting cave, of course. There looks to be some good caves around here, and I, whilst I am not well known for caving, I'm no orange berry bush. Oh, cool. Crap, I need to get rid of something. Let me do that. There we go. What are you? Orange berries. Yummy. Yeah. Sorry, getting distracted by food, which is quite normal for me. Truth be known, can I just stick the orange Actually, the orange berry. Let's do the orange berry bush in there. Still need to get. I still need to encounter a skeletron, so we can. Here we go. This is where I saw them. So these were party dahlia, I think it was. Yes, garden party dahlia. Oh, what am I doing? We've also got a couple of other dahlias there. I feel like Dame Edna every year, but there you go. Yeah, if you hunt around, you know, there's these really interesting plants. You just don't see things. As I say, caving around here, there's a ravine down there as well, just for good measure. So caving may be something I do. I was saying, not normally a caver, but well, this pack, apart from the fact the food is considerably more in depth. This is probably, out of all of the packs, one of the more vanilla packs, if you'll pardon the the expression of having a vanilla pack. Potatoes are doing nicely. Wheat is starting to get there, so these bits underneath maybe not so much. I don't know whether this is actually stopping the light or not, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, oh god. So obviously we got, and these don't have to live here. This was just a quick placement of things. But what we can do is we can sit here and say, let's have a dotted one of them. And where's that one of those dahlias? Give me the red dahlia. Bang. So that's something we could do. We could do that on all the windows. Now, the other thing that I was toying with, and this is not actually an item, but if we look at the, I think it's a map frame from Bibliocraft. Again, we'll go with dark oak because it's a nice colour. It's just a dark oak slab and some sticks, and it gives you this map frame, which is obviously obviously designed to work with maps. I mean, that kind of, you know, grandma suck eggs kind of thing, but there you go. Grab a bunch of those, and what we can do is we can have a look at, you only get one per, so if I do say 4 of those, well, we didn't quite have enough for 4, did we? Oh, you know what, we need to tidy ourselves out a little bit. Let me just get rid of some stuff. I found that shale, that was quite interesting as well while I was hunting around. I mean, interesting for a given value of interesting, obviously, but reasonably interesting, shall we say. So that gives us 6 of those. Now it occurs to me that these would actually, normally you'd use your trapdoors, but I wanted to see what they look like as shutters. I think they look quite good. The thinner, yeah, I think we can go with that. That kind of works. So then we just got a porch to put in. We've got covers to put in here. Let's go and have a check on how these traps have done, because it's been a while. Got a fair amount of fish out of that. We've got turtle, clownfish, raw fish, more fish, fish. So what do you get? 8. You get 1 per piece. Interesting. And let's go and have a look at the animal one, see how that's done. And then we shall call it an episode. For what are you? So I just saw King Orchid. Cool. You see these things, you're like, oh, what's that? I mean, this is some kind of mushroom, which we can probably, yes, you can make anything that uses mushroom with it. Anyway, well, this is not what we came. Oh wow, look at this. Bones, turkey, raw beef, leather, egg, important. Raw chicken, feathers, these definitely well worth the while. Seeing as they just sit there and do nothing, that gives me more food sources. So, on that note, I think it remains to go back to Mr. Meeps to finish off this thing. The sun is setting on our home here. We're steadily getting there. It's very empty and echoey at the moment. You should not be in here. I don't know whether these can actually spawn in here, but there is a hole in the roof at the moment, and there is also some stuff to do there. But we have got the basis of our living sorted. We're about there. What I would like to see is some skeletons. I really would like a few bones. But let's look at the moonrise. That is absolutely stunning. It has to be. You know what? You might not like shaders. There's a skeleton there. You might not like the white box. You might not like the wavy trees when the wavy trees are on. But you cannot deny for a second that this doesn't look absolutely stunning and completely unlike anything Minecraft that we've ever done and seen before. So, as this goes down, we are going to, I don't know what we're going to do that, I think. If I can do this without getting attacked. There we go. Screenshot, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and bye for now.